What's going on, everyone? It is D Dunn. I am a little tired today, but it's time for some baseball. And I'm hyped. We had a great episode uh, yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever it was. Had a really solid month of baseball in the month of May. As you can see, we had a nice win streak here 2, 4, 6, and 8 win streak, which is very good. I think we've won like 9 out of our last 10. Little smattering of losses here and there, but overall pretty good. We're still in first. We're 39-19, which is probably the best record that we have had so far in this series. We also made a trade. Mason Miller is gone, and Michael King is in. So he is cold right now, but we found him in the player search, looking for someone with a high walk per nine, at least a 70 walk per nine, at least a 70 home run per nine. He also has phenomenal velocity and break on his pitches, and more importantly, is he has been very consistent the last 3, 4, 5 years. He had 1 year where he didn't post an ERA below 4, and he is right at 4 in a bit of a slump right now. So we traded Mason Miller and then 2 infield prospects um, to the Padres to get Michael King. I think it's a good trade for us. He's on the last year of his deal. We get a bit older. The Padres get a bit younger. We looked at their roster. They had something like 7 starting pitchers in their rotation. So that gives them some versatility, some flexibility if Mason Miller continues to struggle, but also gives them the youth because most of the other pitchers on the Padres were like 30, 32 and above, whereas Mason Miller, I think, was like 28, 29. So they get some youth and a good way to mask it by having so many starters at the MLB level. We need a consistent veteran that takes his spot. But today is about the minor leaguers. So I was looking at our top prospects, and we actually, kind of funnily enough, don't have a ton, and most of them are all pitchers. So if we take a look, we only have one in the top 20, Antonio Padilla. We saw him last year, in last year's showcase. We'll take a look at him again. He's continuing to improve. And then a little bit further down, we have Randall McLeod, who actually, just before turning on the stream, promoted to Double-A. They just needed a little bit more depth. He can already hit the ball pretty well, 65 and 69 contact, nice. Doesn't have a ton of power, but good plate skills, not great defense, so a DH role is perfect for him. I think I have him in the 2 spot in the lineup. So we'll try and hit some balls with Randall McLeod. This closing pitcher that we have, Alejandro Luis, he is 35th, but he's in single A. Matsui, we saw him last year, so we'll probably take another look because we may look to bring him up once we get to September call-ups. He's really struggling this year. Over 5 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, not good. So we'll see what we can do with him. And then Mario Velez, I don't think we'll actually pitch with him because I don't see him coming up anytime soon, especially being down at Double-A. And there's nothing really too exciting about him. So we'll do that, and then we'll probably go and take a look at Martin Meza, who was our very first draft pick in this entire series, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure he was our not number one overall, but our first round pick in our very first draft way back in 2023, and here we are in 2028, and he still has not learned how to hit the damn ball, which is why he's still stuck down here in Double-A for the 4th year. But we will try and hop in, play a couple games with him. And that will probably be it because I also want to get a major league game in, preferably pitching one where Michael King is pitching, so we can kind of get a look at his stuff. All right, and without further ado, let's hop in to our first game. So I think Padilla was our first one on the list here. Yeah, Antonio Padilla down in Double-A. So let's hop over to our Double-A squadron. And look at that. Antonio Padilla is pitching today. So we will play the next game. We will player lock Antonio Padilla, and we will hope to shut down the Arkansas Travelers, who are 16-32. And we are about 500. So looks like this is definitely a match we should win. I'm not quite sure where we're playing at. Franco Park, I see that, but I'm not quite sure if we're home or away. I didn't really pay attention to that, but let's hop in here and get acquainted with our young top 20 prospect in all of MLB. So he is a 6'4" lefty, 69 overall, nice, has really good stamina, not great stuff. He has decent break and okay velocity, and then his hit per 9 and his K per 9 are his best attributes. You got to hope maybe in a couple years those are significantly higher, because until we get those up, he doesn't really have a shot. All right, and here we go. Start off with a fastball, pretty much down the plate. So we have a fastball, a changeup, a curveball, and a slider. Looks like he has kind of a sidearm release, which I like. And then we're going to try and kill a changeup below the plate. It does not fall, but goes down looking for his first strikeout. He also has this majestic goatee thing going. Excellent discipline here by Arkansas. Very happy to look at pitches low in the zone. There we go. Now lefty-lefty. I think we hit him with a slide piece. Try and spin it to win it here. And 2 batters up, 2 batters down.
Plays at 1 here.
All right, facing off now against another lefty, Rob Burns. That was an absolute dot.
Hey, 2 down here.
Seems like he's got very good command with his fastball, which I really like. It's good to have a nice, reliable fastball. This one actually gets some contact on the second base, the throw to first. And that is a solid start to this game. Let's see if our team can give us some run support. They do not.
The first baseman, Jacob Reimer.
I think every fastball we've thrown has been for a strike. You love to see it. And they're just not swinging at anything. Nice. So another strikeout. 3 strikeouts and 4 batters is a very good place to be.
Yeah, we got 1.
And this changeup has been good, so we will go back to it. No bite there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if we can entice him with a fastball up and in. Hits it pretty, looks like he hit it pretty hard. And there is Martin Meza, who we talked about previously. We'll be player locking with him. Has very good defensive skills.
All 1's the count. 2 down here. No ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, get him yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
And if we get
Ball 1.
another strikeout here, that would be,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think, 4 in 2 innings.
Nope, outside.
Phenomenal discipline here by Raul Ibarra. Here we go with the fastball up and in.
Full count.
Takes it. What is his discipline? Very low. That's incredible. Well, he's going to challenge fastball. See if he can hit it. Get a fly ball out to right.
I got it. Ball.
Right fielder out there. And we get the out. Mosey on to the third. Still no score in the game.
Here we go, fellas. Let's
A
go.
little bit of a pitcher's duel.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Facing off against Zane Young.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Coincidentally, that was my uncle's favorite horse growing up. A little fun fact about me, I grew up on a farm in a town of 112 people. And my uncle raised horses and cattle. And one of his horses' name was Zane.
Hey, all right, here we go.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that was my favorite horse. Now you know.
Ball.
Still love riding horses to this day when I get the opportunity.
One down. One down.
All right, so outside of story time, Padilla is now at risk of walking his first batter. Here at the A's organization, we do not walk batters. We will challenge fastball all the way. Ooh, that one hit very hard, pretty deep, and gone. So the tie is broken. Antonio Padilla gives up a pretty long ball. Not the worst pitch, but pretty incredible considering the batter had 38 contact and 43 power. We felt really confident challenging him, but another reason why Padilla really has to work on his home run per 9 rating before he sees the major league stage here.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Not getting many calls on the black. Getting squeezed a little bit. But trust the process. There we go. I feel like most games that we've played,
0-1's the count.
because we do this every year, look at our minor leaguers,
0-2.
I feel like every time we don't get a whole lot of run support.
1-1-1.
Throw to first is in time, and we get through the third by giving up 1. Solo shot. All right. We do have 2 hits on the board. Let's see if we can scratch across a couple runs. We don't.
Leading off for the Travelers,
Great.
the designated hitter, Gino Bronson.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Another strikeout for Padilla. I think that makes 5.
Nope. Ball 1.
Okay. Blues really hurting us a little bit. But I do like this changeup. It doesn't really drop off the table, I think, like you would hope.
Hey, get him yourself right here. Let's go.
But there's a solid 10-mile-an-hour difference between the fastball and changeup. So I think that's a good 1-2 pitch, alternating starting between the changeup and the fastball. He has enough command of the changeup. We know we can throw it in the zone. I think we're good. So another scoreless inning,
Leading off for
and another
Arkansas,
scoreless inning for our team as well.
Sean Morse.
I would absolutely love some run support from our boys.
0-2 is the count.
Just not getting it right now. So we just have to do our job.
I got it. I got it. I got
And
it.
batter number 1 is gone. Padilla continuing to pitch a very good game. I know we had the solo shot. It's obviously not great.
Counts 1-0.
But 1 run given up through 5 is pretty good. That will win you probably most games.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slide piece has worked pretty well.
2, 2, 2, 2.
Not so well this one.
Eat it, eat it. No runner, no runner.
Not a bad throw. Not a bad pitch. Slider below the zone, just kind of filleted out there. Into right field. And that is just, that's baseball, man. Another one down at the first base line.
Relay. Cut
They're going to send the man home. The throw to the plate. And he is out.
He's out.
Phenomenal defense from the Rockhounds here.
Now
Good
batting,
relay throw and a good
second
throw to
baseman,
home.
Edmund Manuel.
Probably could have been a bit more
turn out
accurate. Uh-oh. And we have given up our second home run of the game. This one a 2-run shot. A curveball that just kind of hung up there. Yeah, pretty much middle. And again, despite the low ratings,
0-1.
Here we go, guys.
that ball was absolutely tanked.
0-2.
That's up, that's up, that's up.
So that obviously clears the bases. This is going to be out number 3, and we are down 3-0. This would be a really, really good time to get some runs on the board. See what our offense can do.
Leading
Nothing.
off for the
Still at
Travelers,
2 hits.
The left fielder, Chris Rowland.
Nope.
Hey, no one down here.
Ball 1, no strike.
So kind of put ourselves in a tough spot. I think 3 runs through 5 innings. That's kind of where you're looking at maybe not a quality starter. I'm sure they're thinking about possibly pulling us. That one's going to get through as well.
No runner. Cut it.
I think we need to start looking for a ground ball pitch here. Maybe work ourselves into a double play.
Hey, no outs here.
Or a strikeout. That works just as well.
Give me your best stuff. Let's go.
3.
I mean, that was a phenomenal
Now batting,
pitch
first
sequence
baseman,
right there.
Jacob Reimer.
Ball, that pitch is up.
No need to push for the double play.
Hey, we got 2 here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball inside.
Another strikeout. I mean, a high strikeout game is good. Giving up 2 home runs, bad. I mean, you would like to
Your
think that
attention,
your
please.
team can score
Now pitching for Midland.
3 runs for you, but
Number 36.
we're pulled pretty early. But, so a little unfortunate there. We'll go ahead and quick manage.
3. You're out. He's out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. That's ball 4.
All right, so Martin Mays is batting. We are going to hop in here because he is part of our minor league spotlight. This is a very good pitcher for the minor leagues. It looks like he's at the end of his career, not quite good enough to make the roster down here at AA. But let's see if we can tie this game.
Number 84, Eric Miller.
0-1's the count.
Good changeup to start us off.
That's the ball.
Come on, Martin. He's got the power for sure.
Ball, that's outside.
Good eye, good eye. And that one hit well into left field gap. It is to the wall. Mesa's going to have two easily. Our other two runners score. And some clutch hitting from Martin Mesa. And we are within one run. We're gonna play this moment here. Got Baco Kane. Representing the winning run at the plate. This one out in the left, but not enough power. We're not good. Never mind. We do send Mesa, third base coach. Pretty aggressive play, honestly. Both one out. Another high fly ball could drive him in. And that changeup is very good. Ooh. Almost a double play. Line drive right to the second baseman.
Paul.
Oh, no. So Paul Ritson, we kind of had to fill him in as shortstop. Let's see what he can do. This is his time to shine.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Just needs to clutch up.
Ball 2.
Just brought up from single A, I think, to double A. Dribbler down the third base line. Throw is well in time. Game is over. Martin Mesa made it close for us. Did score 2 runs, but ultimately not enough. And we do end up getting the loss for Padilla. Final score, 6 innings, 5 hits, and 3 earned runs. But 10 strikeouts in 6 innings is very good. Very good. So that's kind of our silver lining there with Padilla. He ends up with double-digit strikeouts in only 6 innings. Hard to feel bad about that. Just wish our bats would have gotten going a little bit. Who else did we need to look at? Let's look at our top prospects. So we saw Padilla. Next one would be Randall McLeod. He is DHing, right, down in Double A. So still in Double A. Randall McLeod hitting in the 2 spot. We're going to hop in here with him and see if we can get a couple hits. Don't have to worry about defense, but I have to say, back on Padilla's pitching performance, I don't really feel bad about it at all.
Randall.
He pitched well. Just kind of had some freak home runs. All right, so we'll be facing off against Brennan Hannafy, 65 overall, 29-year-old, 6'5", 215. Does not look very good. Good velocity, that's about it.
1 ball, no strike.
Like, we're going to have to get, you know, a fastball right down the middle, take a rip. It looks like he's prone to walking quite a few batters, so we want to be patient.
Right here.
And we take a swing at the next pitch. We do advance the runner.
Now batting, designated hitter,
And here we are in the top of the second.
No, that's a ball.
See a good one right here.
Nice little hit on the left, but ultimately is caught. Good swing. Good contact, just does not land. Here we are again, 2 batters on.
That's out the corner.
So that's second. No, that's the third time we've been at bat. Third time we've had runners on. We need to be that guy that's going to score them.
Hey, see it deep and dry. What do you say?
Or be patient enough to draw a walk. Either one is good. Wow.
Let's fly. Let's go.
That was a good sinker. Doesn't get the call. And that one filleted down the right field line. And everyone is safe. I was really worried about that runner from to third because we were hot on his trail. And now Martin Meza
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
would love to see him clutch up. He does not. A blooper to the first baseman.
Now batting.
And now Bach Ho-Kane. Drive me in, baby.
Thank you, mate.
Draws a walk. That's fine, too. Now bases loaded for Pedro Pineda. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Having a very good series, 7 for 18.
See it. Drive it. Let's go. Right here.
Count is 1-2. I have no idea where the ball is. So we have 10 hits, only 2 runs. That is not good. But again,
All right, come on now.
we're
One
on
time, let
with
it fly.
3 runners on base, or 2 runners on base. This one is a shot.
That one. Attaboy.
I think we're going to hold up for a single. But we drive in a run. Random McLeod.
The left fielder.
Pretty good day at the plate. And now Martin Meza. We saw him hit a clutch hit to score 2 in our last game.
One ball. Two strikes.
There it is, first round pick in the 2023 draft. Still has yet to get out of Double-A.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
All right, for the first time, no runners on. Not a good pitch to swing at.
He's out.
We go for the first pitch. It is a ground out, but we get the win. 5-3 ends up being kind of a close game.
For the victorious Rockhounds, 5 runs.
We go 2 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. That is a pretty good stat line. Pretty good stat line.
Circus in town, let's shut the
All right. Who else do we want to look at? Anthony Matsui injured, out for a couple days. Keep active. That is one guy I know we need to look at. We also have our scouting, so let's do that. So Jonah Marquez. Yeah, he might be worth the top 100 pick. We will see. At third base, he's got a strong arm. He's got good power. Those could be good things for us. All right, so we were looking for first and third. I think we're at a point now where we're looking down the board for value here. Clay Jones might be something, but that really low potential is not enticing. Same with Darren Shannon. Probably at best C potential. This guy might be a project, but we'll take a look. We discovered a new pitcher. So let's see who that might be. It was a starting pitcher, and he's not very good. Okay. Our relief pitching, making our way through quite a few guys. Pause. This came out wrong. And we have quite a few options to choose from. So let's start. How many weeks got left? 4 weeks left. Let's see if we can find someone here. Maybe take a longer look at him. Let's see. Mark Burke looks pretty interesting. Doesn't give up hits or home runs. I'd like that walks per 9 to be a little bit better. Yeah, something like this. Good strikeout rate, doesn't give up a lot of home runs, limits walks and hits. He's got a 3-pitch mix. Basically just 3 different fastballs. I'm not a huge fan of that. But it could be something. We will take a longer look at him. Actually, let's change that. We'll just look at relief pitcher international. In 4 weeks, we could have him majority scouted. That's fine. Okay. All right, so there's our scouting. That's not what I wanted to select. I don't think we had any more anyone in the top 50 that we wanted to look at. We looked at McLeod. He's in single A. Mario Velez, I guess we could look at. But I definitely want to take a look at Matsui's out for 6 days. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and player lock with Martin Meza. Try and get through a few more games of player locks. We'll pitch with Matsui up in AAA. And then we'll probably play home game. I don't want it to be an episode full of pitchers, but that's where we have the most talent, I think. At least for our young pitchers.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Martin.
All right.
Meza.
So here we are with 2 runners on. 1 out.
Let her rip, let her rip.
He's averaging 429 in his last 3 games. It's very good. This one does drop out into right. Good speed from Meza. That's going to score 1. That's an RBI double. That's what we need for him consistently. He has great power for AA. He just does not have the contact skills. If we could get him hitting up even like 250, I think that's kind of what we would expect
Batting sixth,
in the long run, given his contact ratings.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
That's ball 4. Take care.
Really just need him to have that breakout year. I thought it was last year,
the shortstop,
but he just couldn't follow it up this year.
Ritson.
Here we go, go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Out.
Ritson grounds out, but we do strike first on the back of Mr. Meza. Now we get a defensive situation here. Should be a pretty easy fly ball. It is. That ends the inning. There we go.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Let's go, big dog. I agree. Same spot as last time, only this time it's going to be caught. Not a bad rip.
Leading off for the Travelers.
Just needs to get his timing up.
Right fielder, Raul Ibarra.
The nice thing about Meza is he is good in the outfield. He's got good speed, good reaction time, good arm, all that stuff. We just need his contact skills to be better. Runner's thrown out at second.
Come on, buddy. Ball. That's inside.
Hey, attaboy. Nice eye.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
Outside. That's a ball.
Get your pitch.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, he's not able to glove it, and we run it out. That is ruled a base hit, not an error. We'll take it.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Ball. That's too high.
Bat.
Safe. Safe.
He is very good on the base pass. He's speedy, has good stealing skills.
Come on, baby. See it. Drive it.
Ball 3.
So I understand the pickoff attempts.
Come on now. One pitch right here.
Ball 4. Take the base.
All right. Kang works a walk.
The batter,
Miles Naylor having a pretty good year.
Naylor.
We'll see what happens here with a 1-1 count. We'll dribbler to third. And we get caught in a pickle. Dude, I cannot see where the ball is going. I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot see where that ball is going. I was kind of hoping that maybe he wasn't able to glove it. I had no idea.
Fielder, Martin
Wait for your
Meza.
pitch.
He's safe.
But we have a potential RBI opportunity here.
Ball 1.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
The second pitcher we've seen in this series with a running fastball. I don't know what that means.
Ball 1 strike.
Very
See it,
curious,
drive it,
though.
kid. See it, drive it.
You get a broken bat on that running fastball.
Hey, come on, big dog.
All right, here we are batting in the top of the ninth. 2 outs, no one on. This one's going to squirt through the middle. That's a single.
Hey, great at bat.
3 for 5 days
Now batting,
is always good.
Hey, you can do it. No one
Let's
better.
hope
Come
that
on.
that sparks something. Good hit from Kane, and it's not caught. We're running home. The cutoff throw is made. The throw at the plate, not in time.
There you go.
now batting.
We finally get a run. That's an RBI double for Bak Ho Kang.
The
You
catcher,
love
number
to see it.
28, Sean Morse.
Hey, put him
Our
away,
Double A
buddy.
Rockhounds up 2-5. It looks like the last defensive play is going to be up to us.
Cut it, cut it. Hold on to it, hold on to it.
So we get the ground ball. Cutoff throw is quickly made. And that's the game. So all in all, a good day for Meza.
The final line score
He goes
for
3
our
for
ball
5, a
game.
double, an
Victorious
RBI, and a run.
5 runs on 14 hits.
Hopefully that's enough to kind of spark him to more consistent success at the plate. And that's what we need from him. All right, so I think now, yes. So I did also want to take a look at Matsui, our first AAA prospect that we're taking a look at, specifically because he is probably the closest starting pitcher we have to being MLB ready, besides maybe Henry Hinojo, who maybe we'll pitch with him as well. But Matsui's been with us longer. We just got Hinojo in a trade in the offseason. Matsui's also a year younger, also would give us another lefty. Profiles a little bit differently, not quite as much velocity as Hinojo, but more stamina and higher strikeout potential. So not having a good year, but we will lock in with him. And see how we do. 35 and 22 at AAA. Pretty good. We might make the playoffs this year. Have failed to do so outside of the first year of our franchise, which is kind of surprising considering I feel like we've drafted really well, but I guess we just don't have all the pieces together quite yet. All right, we're starting off lefty, and oh my, what are those? What are those? Those cleats are fly, brother. Holy hell. Looking fresh to death, man. Everyone knows the lefty slider is the way to go. There it is, strikeout number 1.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
No, that's a ball.
Hey, we got one here.
I'm trying to remember from last year, but I think
Strike one.
it was like fastball slider was kind of the pitch mix that worked the best. Kind of that 1-2 punch.
That's a ball. 2-2.
So we'll see what we can do. That slider, not a good one. What about a splitter?
3 balls.
Pretty close. And 11 pitches so far. Trying to get out Placencia.
1-1-1.
Placencia.
He's out.
Ooh, I don't like that last name. It's too close to placenta. But on to Charlie Ruiz. He scoops that slider up from the bottom of the zone. That actually falls. I thought that would certainly be caught. It is not.
Down now.
Nope, that's inside.
Three.
Oh no, off the ankle. We don't get the out at first. Matsui also, he was having a really good year last year and then got injured for months. So that was really sad to see.
Here we go, guys.
I mean, those are two really good pitches.
Two.
Slider gets a ground ball. The throw to second gets us the third out. And a little bit of traffic on the first. We give up a couple hits, but no damage done.
No ball. One strike.
We'd like to see a little bit more command with the fastball. But we know he has good strikeout potential. That is one of his highest ratings. We get a generous call there.
0-2.
And I am really liking the slider.
No.
We don't get the swing and miss there, but
One ball.
I think if we come back with a changeup, we thought about it. Unfortunate call for them. Good for us, but that's not how I want to get my strikeouts.
Hey, 2 away now.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Just keep attacking.
1.
That one to third. Go to first is in time. We get through another one. Let's see if our Las Vegas Aviators can give us some run support. They do not.
For the River Cats, the third baseman, number 55.
Seems to be a common theme in most of these games. We don't get the bats on their best of days.
0-2.
But we just got to come out here, focus on doing our job, putting down batters. A lot of lefties in this lineup, it feels like.
1.
Ooh, good diving attempt there. I think that's Miles Naylor at second.
Hey, we got one. Hey, let's turn 2, huh?
Hey. One ball. One
We have
strike.
gotten some very generous calls. That's obviously good for us, but
4.
I don't like it.
No runner. Cut hole.
So that one actually does
Now batting,
land.
the right fielder.
Who is out there in right? Oh, he's got better defense than that.
Charlie Ruiz.
Really need a double play to get out of this inning, so we're going to work towards that. Throw some change-ups down, see if we can get him to roll over on one.
1 down.
1-2.
Roll it up right here.
But that slider is way off. Oh, Pizzo can't grab it. That eliminates the double play. But a strikeout will work.
Hey, 2 down here.
This is the second inning where we have allowed multiple base runners. Trying to work out of it.
All right, here we go now. Up. I got it.
We get the infield pop-up. Again, no damage done. Not good for the whip, but the ERA is going to hang in there. Still no run support.
Hey, no outs here.
And we haven't been very, well, I guess not too bad. 46 pitches through 3 innings
Plays that 1 now.
is not awful.
Ball. Inside.
1.
You're out.
Play at first.
One out now.
I will say, based off what I've seen, I don't know that we can bring up Matsui for AAA
Plays it first.
or for September call-ups. We'll see how the rest of his season progresses. If he could consistently deliver like those last two pitches, we'd be all set. But let's see if we can get a high fastball, swing and miss. Doesn't take the bait.
Ball 2.
Ooh, that one hit
Two,
right
two.
at us. We're not able to glove it. It's another base runner.
We've got one here.
That fastball, we wanted up a little bit more.
Hey, plays it too. Let's roll it, huh?
Try and get this lefty-lefty slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Give me that.
Here we go.
No. That splitter is horrible. Give me that one.
Here we go.
There we go. It finally went around for strike 3.
Hey, two away.
Energy is getting down there a little bit. Ah,
Three.
the changeup
Hey, eat it.
just doesn't fall off the table like it's supposed to. It's another hit. We're just missing on some of these pitches. He's not too far off. We just need a bit more control from that changeup. And I think we'd have a good 3 pitches to rely on between the fastball, the changeup, and the slider.
Relay.
God damn it.
Hit me.
That one goes the
More.
opposite field. Though the plate's not in time, that's going to score 2.
Hey, come on.
And
now, here we go.
No, that's a ball.
81 stamina, but
Hey, 2 outs.
already struggling here in the 4th. Might not even see the 5th inning. And again, that one
Four.
hit right past our feet. What is his defensive ratings? They're not bad. But would love for him to be able to glove one of those at least.
Come on.
That would have saved us a couple runs for sure.
Strike. Ball 1. Oh. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't think any of those pitches were near hitting him, but I appreciate the theatrics.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Strike.
All right, we finally get strike 3 looking. Not the best day for Matsui, and I'm sure we're going to get relieved. We're not.
Here we go, guys.
We get the ball into the 5th. This is our 80th pitch.
Strike 1.
Let's get this splitter down.
1.
Wow. Phenomenal play at third. Let's take another look.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilbur Flores.
The dive, the catch, the throw off the ground.
Hey, get
You love to see it. I'm just baffled that that splitter could not stay down.
0-1.
Hey, one down now, one down.
Strike 2.
I think the slider and the fastball are good enough to play, but oh my God, it's so bad. I need to quit trying it. I was aiming below the plate and it went middle. That's crazy.
That's the ball. Nope. Ball 2. Oop. 2 balls.
All right,
1
come
strike.
on now.
Tough call there from Blue.
Strike. Woo.
And we got a challenge. I mean, we don't have to, but
Relay.
team has really good speed.
Hold it. No.
Thankfully, we make the play to hold from the triple. I imagine we're going to get pulled here. We're not.
Ball. Outside.
I mean, I love that he's trusting us. Good slider there. Good slider.
That's the
We
ball.
got two. We got two.
2-1.
Come on, give me strikeout.
Straight up.
I'll take that.
Ball.
I will take that. Now, we certainly will not come out for the 6th. Surely.
Your attention, please.
Okay, we are not.
Now pitching for Las Vegas.
All right, so we'll quick manage the rest.
Out. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base.
Now pitching for the River Cats.
Out. Ball 4.
Number
Take the
90,
base.
Melvin.
Three.
Ojo.
That's ball
Now
4.
pitching for the River Cats.
3.
Number 35,
He's out.
RJ Dabovich. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
First base.
Now pitching for Las
Ball 4.
Vegas.
Take the base.
Number 47, Richard
Three.
Lovelady. Now pitching for the River Cats. Number 61.
We lose 4-2. Bummer. All right, Anthony Matsui goes 5 innings, strikes out 7, but does give up 9 hits and 3 earned.
Runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on.
Not a good batting performance. Sean Lima works 4 walks.
2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They
So we certainly had opportunities. We had runners on base. We just couldn't get them across. I would like to get one more position player. I'm just trying to think who that might be. I mean, Lima at first could be someone that we could bring up, but you know, longevity in terms of like storyline, you know, for us probably not going to be ever anything in the majors. Although he certainly has the bat for it. Just don't really have a spot for him. Max Muncy, I mean, in real life, he's kind of a highly touted prospect. But, you know, behind Geloff, Meade, and Vaughn, like, he just really doesn't have a spot for us. He's going to probably be trade bait in the future. But I think that's pretty much everyone that we're looking at that, you know, has a chance in the somewhat near future to kind of come up and make an impact at the major league level. So let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, that's AAA. Okay. All right, up at the major league level, we are now 42-20. We've won our last 3, and now we're trying to find a game with King to pitch. All right. Yeah, we could play a game against Milwaukee. We don't have any interdivision opponents. Milwaukee's a pretty good ball club, so that's fine. All right, let's do our scouting. So, still remains unranked, but Waylon Mills, you know, very last pick, probably not a bad one. Do we have any third basemen that we want to scout some more? Back-to-back guys who have higher potential than overall is awful. 3 guys in a row. Against my better judgment, I will take another look at Eddie Garcia. I mean, if that tightens up and maybe we're looking at, an 80 overall with 80 potential, like, that can play. That can play. We also discovered a new pitcher. So let's go recently scouted. He's got to be a relief pitcher. It's got to be this guy. Oh. And we have him in there 17. And he looks like he could be very good. Henry Baladeras from California. So let's definitely take a look at him. We want to scout him full through because that could easily be our number 1 pick this year. Being that he was a discovered player, you got to think that he probably would be there. All right, so we're going to see Michael King. Cardinals acquire Veen from the Rockies. So Zach Veen goes to the Rockies for a couple prospects, it looks like. All right, so we're first in the AL West. Brewers are first in the NL Central. Pretty comparable numbers. We're just better at batting. They're a little bit better at pitching. Let's see what we can do. And we get our first look at Michael King. We made the trade for him. Only 1 win so far this season. Wow, what a beautiful ballpark. Holy cow. All right, and we are facing off against Freddie Peralta. Pretty good pitcher, having a phenomenal year. Let's see if we can ruin his day.
Nope, that's away.
First pitch, 110.
That's the ball.
Verdugo having kind of an off year. I think last 3 years has hit over 300. Now only at 258. Get a bad call and a good call. We'll take it. Those even out. Little blooper out in the left. That one should fall. No! A diving catch. We'll take a second look here. Full sprint, the dive. Incredible play. Can't knock that. I thought for sure that was going to land. Rosario hits this one opposite field. Not nearly as an impressive catch there. But Jordan hits this curveball. Back up the middle. It's going to be a single. First one of the game. We will take that. And then Geloff could easily give us a 2-run lead. Not quite. Good swing, good hit, but right in front of the center fielder. So it is just a single. And then Seth Brown hits this one very high, but unfortunately I don't think it's very deep. Doesn't quite get to the warning track. And we definitely got to Peralta early. So Keene's got a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and a fastball. Has very good velocity. And I like his pitch mix. If anyone has a good, hard sinker, that is money for ground balls. I mean, we could just go sinker fastball all game. That was a great pitch. Not rewarded. And then the following one is filleted out in the left field. Little blooper in front of Verdugo. And we get the double play. I was really confused for a second because I thought that was just I thought Seth Brown caught that at first for the out, but he did not.
One ball, no strike. One ball, one strike. One ball,
Man.
two strikes.
Good pitches there. Walker just could not get at those inside fastballs.
Oh, two.
Soderstrom, I think, has taken a swing at every pitch so far. Had one there to hit very far, but very early on it. Finally lays off a pitch. We get our first ball of the count. And then bloops one out into right field. We will take it. Probably not the most disciplined at bat, but
The shortstop.
we got a good result.
Addison Barger.
No. 2-0.
Wow. Second on the team in RBIs, hitting in the 8th spot. It's kind of an interesting stat. And you might draw a walk. Instead, he flies out to center. I think that was the worst pitch to take a swing at. Just under it and just late. Meade does what Soderstrom did, a little bloop round to right for a single. And then Verdugo, apparently under this one, I thought he had barreled that one pretty good, but it's a high, long fly ball. But I think we've proven Peralta's, despite having a really good year, we're definitely hitting him. Definitely not having any issues hitting him.
1-1.
And righty, you got to think this slider is going to be good. Get there. Make the throw, please. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Injury to his foot. Keane has to be replaced right after making the trade. All right. Who has stamina? Jaime, but we might have to go to a starter. All right. Well, I guess we'll just work our way down the list.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Jojo Romero.
I mean, honestly, Romero profile is pretty similar to King. Strong sinker, strong fastball.
Ball. Ball. 2-2.
There we go. We're going to have to be very efficient with our pitches. Meaning we're probably going to have to continually challenge batters
That's out the corner.
because we don't want to kill our entire bullpen.
1-2.
Hopefully Michael Keene's injury is minor. And he'll be back before his next start. Good strikeout from Romero. Rosario, 5 RBIs in his last 4 games. Pretty good pace.
That's the ball. 1 ball. No strike. Hey.
Oh, man. All over that one. Certainly would have been a home run if he would have timed it up right.
2 balls. 2 strikes. That's 3.
Wow. I mean, it's hard to complain about that. That was a phenomenal slider.
Nope. That's off the plate.
But don't worry, Zach Gelof's going to make up for it. That one obliterated to the second deck. His 12th home run of the year, 432 feet. And we go back to back. Seth Brown with a rocket also to the second deck. 110 off the bat. 436 feet. The A's are up 2-0. Jordan Walker follows it up with a single right back up the middle.
Now
And the A's are cooking.
Soderstrom.
2.
Look at Sodi. 316. The past 9 games or whatever that was.
Play.
Love to see that. I think that's going to be a fly ball out to left. Out number 3, but damage done. As we go back to back with Geloff and Brown.
Whoa. 1 ball, no strike. Whoa. 2 balls, no strike.
And again,
Here we go.
coaching up our pitchers. Got to tell them you got to throw strikes. We lost our starter in the first inning for second.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
We got to get through these batters quickly.
You're out. Huh.
Oh, wow. That one hit very hard. Rosario on the run. Cannot get there. And De La Rosa with a huge hit. I don't think the best defense probably from Rosario. I think he has the speed to make that work.
1 ball, 1 strike. Woo.
Barger.
You're out.
Wow. What a throw. That was an absolute rocket from Barger at short. Let's see if he can make an offensive play as well. Shoots that one down the first base line, but foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And then an ugly swing on a very good slider in on the feet.
Ball. Ball. 2-0.
Mead, good hit, just right to the shortstop. Pretty close play at the plate. Wow. And the leaping grab from the first baseman gets Verdugo. Now JoJo in his 3rd inning of work. And we're basically just throwing cookies. Like, you don't have to guess, bro. It's going to be a strike. We're just looking to put batters down as fast as possible. Strike out or fly out, ground out, whatever. And we are really having a tough time putting Frelick away.
Strike.
For warm-up, Crochet and Hannah.
Strike. Woo.
I mean, if we can get, 3 innings apiece from 3 different relievers. That saves half of our bullpen. They just don't want to swing at the sinker, huh? All right. I mean, I think we'll leave Romero in for the 5th, try and get through maybe 1 or 2 more batters.
Nope, that's inside. Nope. No, that's the ball.
Oh, man. I am tired, and I just realized I haven't had any caffeine today. I usually have like 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day. But I have run out of coffee, and I was like, why am I so tired? That's why. Damn, those inside fastballs we just cannot catch up to. Alvarez reaches out at the fastball. Hits it well. I mean, that thing's absolutely barreled. But unfortunately, right to the shortstop.
That's the ball. Hey!
Geloff with a little blooper out to right, doesn't land.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, Tom France.
All right. Again, not really getting fancy. We're just throwing strikes. It's kind of depressing how good throwing sinker after sinker is working.
1 and 2.
They're just not swinging at it. That one gets through, though. I mean, we could easily get a ground ball. Ty France only with 16 speed. And then we get a generous call on the inside of the plate for strike 3.
Nope. Oh, one.
Romero. Oh, God. I think that was like a 60th pitch or something. All right, that's probably enough. 1 out, 2 runners on. And he's at 50 pitches. So let's go to the righty, Luther Hanna. He should be able to get these next 2 batters out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Luther Hanna.
Rosario is just there. Pretty good throw, but
Oh, and 2. No, that's the ball.
there we go. Hanna gets it. We only allow 1. We could use another run or two. Seth Brown hits a really deep ball out in the center, but ultimately does not fall.
No.
That is not even close, Jordan Walker. What are we doing, brother? We need to wake up. Maybe we need some coffee.
1-0. Ball 2.
Oh, I thought for sure that was going to be a better hit. But I guess we were late on it. And now we need Hannah to eat up some innings.
0-1.
Probably do the same thing that we did with Romero.
0-1. 1-1.
Just try and throw strikes.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
You know, if we get a strikeout, great, but
Ball. 2-2.
I'm happy to challenge these batters.
Yeah.
Luther Hannah, pretty great story.
Ball.
We got him,
1 and 2.
ended up profiling as a closer.
Now batting.
So we sent him over from relief pitcher to closer.
Contreras.
Back-to-back years under a 3 ERA in the Double-A. And he made the jump from Double-A up to MLB
Ball. 2 strikes.
and has been pretty good. Not quite
Ball. 1
the
ball.
same
2 strikes.
success that he had at the minor league level,
Ball 2. 2 balls. 2 strikes.
but it's still been a pretty solid reliever for us,
Strike.
as he now works through 2 innings. And we're going to see lefty John Means, 34 years old now, having a good year. Not a whole lot of velocity, so we need to be patient.
0-2.
Run, Barger, run!
Out.
Man, if he just had some more speed, he would be honestly an elite player. Oh, man. The wily veteran. Wow, what a defensive play there. Shot right back up into his glove. And Verdugo's under it. We keep getting it. We just cannot get up to those, you know, the very top of the strike zone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We always are just under those. Seth Brown is there.
Yeah. Out.
the first baseman, number 25, Tom Prince.
Strike 1.
Uh-oh. I saw that was going to be bad. A sinker that does not sink is a dangerous pitch, especially at 87 miles an hour. Oh my God, Walker can't glove it? That's ends up getting ruled an error. All right, Hannah works through 2 innings of his own, or 3. I think 3 innings. Let's go ahead and get up Winkler, and we will move to Winkler. Looks like Roddy is the play. See if he can get through an inning, and then we'll go to our closer. Let's see if we can hit John Means. Easier said than done. He may be old and he may not have a lot of velocity, but he can still pitch.
The batter, number 4,
and we get a hit.
designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
With the game close in the top of the 8th, only up by 1. Got some base runners. Jordan's not that fast. I would probably pitch around him or throw a slider down the middle. The problem with John Means is I don't think he's going to pitch up at all. Pretty much had to swing to protect for strike 3. We were on it pretty well. Absolute dot.
No ball. 1 strike.
I mean, if that was a righty, Geloff probably hits that for a home run, but he just doesn't have the power versus lefties. There's the fastball we've been looking for the last, 5 batters. I doubt we get another one, though, so we're aiming low.
Ball. 1 and 2.
Runner, he's going, he's going.
Brown's going to give this a good run into left, but it's caught. We got a hit. Only 2 runs on 8 hits. Less than ideal.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Mark Winkler.
All right, Winkler with the hawk. Throws gas.
Ball. 1 and 1.
Let's try the 2-seamer. Up running away. Wow. We get a terrible call from Blue there.
Ball. Okay.
And we get a terrible call there, too.
Pinch hitting for the Brewers, number 86, Jefferson Caro.
That probably is the worst call I've ever seen in MLB The Show. I'm not going to lie about it. It goes our way, though, so we'll take it.
He's out. Right.
Really pounding the inside of the plate here.
One ball, one strike. Strike. Two. One ball, two strike.
And then a changeup low and away.
Ball two.
How about the splitter?
Count full. Take your base.
Wow. Good at bat there.
Strike. Woo.
He's going!
There we go. So Winkler, setup man, gets through the 8th.
Your attention, please. This change.
And now Bronson's going to come in to close for us.
Playing center field.
Still John Means.
Number 11, Jackson Chorio.
My God, the thing just falls off the table. It looks like it's going to be here, and then just like bloop.
That's the ball.
Soderstrom, probably our best hit ball on Means so far. We also can't time it up. We're late on 84. I mean, wow, Barger hit that very hard. Right fielder can't glove it, but I mean, it's a double, but with 2 outs, we'll see. Incredibly close game. Need the bottom of our lineup to step up.
No.
I mean, batting .319 with runners in scoring position for the season is a pretty good sign. Wow.
Three balls, two strikes.
Full count here. I really don't know what to expect. We get a very hittable fastball, but it's not where we were looking because that's not what we've seen a whole lot. All right, now we got a pitch.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
Now we see Roosevelt Bronson now.
Bronson.
ERA under 2. Has gotten 15 out of 16 saves. Gotta feel really good about that.
Ball.
I'd say all in all, you gotta feel really good about our pitching this game when you have your starter go out with an injury in the first inning. And our long reliever was already recovering, so didn't have much stamina, so we couldn't really use him. Trying to even the count here against Brian De La Cruz, and we do. Let's see if we can dot this up high and away for strike 3. He does manage to get to it. The slider. No dice. It's going to be a challenge fastball. That works. And now Ty France. Nice. Let's see if we can spin the slide piece one more time. Gelof's there. No speed from Ty. A's win a close one. 2-1. On the back of back-to-back solo homers. That was the difference. Gelof with 1 and Seth Brown with 1. That's what did it for us. All right, luckily Michael Keene's only out for a few days, so we will keep him active. And, yep. So we played a whole bunch of minor league games, like player lock for our minors league showcase, and our major league games. So we'll be simming the rest of the month and doing our scouting. Addison Barger out for just a few days. A little worrisome. We don't want him injured. And we're on a little bit of a run. We've won 4 in a row. We ended up losing the series, or tying the series to Tampa Bay. But let's check on our scouting. So the relief pitcher that we discovered looks very good and is likely going to be our first pick. I could be risky and hope that he falls because he was a discovered prospect, and so it would take another team having discovered him as well. But I don't think I'm going to risk it. Like, he looks way too good. We will go ahead and fully scout him so we have, the complete picture. It looks like he's likely to have B potential, which is fine. Relievers normally don't have very high potential. But, I mean, that sinker, that's going to be the money pitch. 99 mile per hour fastball, 98 sinker, and then a slider, like a power slider at 93 is absolutely disgusting. And he's a lefty. All right. So still looking for some value. Eddie Garcia, I don't know if he makes the cut. I mean, when the potential and overall is the same, that means, the most likely scenario is that he's a C potential and like a 75 overall or something. But, he looks like a really good player. So, and he's only 18 years old. He could be a valuable bench asset for us. Anything else down the board here? I mean, that's pretty much the story of these third basemen. I mean, this guy, Jack Jefferson, and then the next guy, David Crawford, and the next guy, Zane Hardy, all have higher, or not Zane, but the other two, have higher potentials than overall, or higher overall than potential. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Higher overall than potential. So that means we draft them and they're going to immediately start regressing, which is kind of ridiculous. We do pick at 21, and the MLB rank has Larry Erdman at 21. I don't think he falls to us, though. So we're not going to bother wasting the scouting. We'll look at Brian Almanzar. maybe some value down the board here. Although Michael Williard, a year older from my home state of Missouri, looks like he has potentially a little bit better bat. So let's take a look at him. We discovered another new pitcher in the West. Let's see who that is. So recently scouted. He's not a closing pitcher. He is a relief pitcher. And he's not that great. I mean, it doesn't look awful, honestly. But that would indicate probably his potential is really, really low. So we're going to have to take a pass on that. Finalize that and sim the next week. Manny Osuna out for a couple days. We'll keep him active. Ahmed Rosario out for a few days. We'll keep him active. And we're having another really good month of baseball. Having some really good streaks here with a couple losses in between. We're up 12 games over second place. I think this is the year, boys. This is the year where we finally are going to hopefully win first in the division. All right, let's go with our scouting. I think this is close to our last week. So Michael Willard actually doesn't look too bad for someone, farther down the board. Could be something. And Henry Balladares. Yeah, I feel really good about that. Whoops. Is not going to give up home runs, which is amazing for our major league ballpark. Great control, phenomenal velocity, good break. Yeah, he's definitely going to be our pick for sure. No new pitchers in the West. Let's look international. And we will go now to just the whole position. We'll scout relief pitchers internationally. Just try and level those up. There was quite a few, I think something like 40 international relief pitchers. And if we discover one, he'll get scouted a little bit. Let's see if there's anyone else first or second down the board where we might see someone we can pick up and feel good about. All right, so we got Alan Watson. Wait, didn't we find a second baseman? Okay, we did scout him. He looked really good defensively, but just no bat. Jim Clayton doesn't look too exciting, but seems to guarantee to have really good potential. Anyone with maybe like B potential as a bat? This guy doesn't look too bad. Possibly. And I love the stash. But who was the first baseman that we saw? Yeah, okay. We'll take a look at him. Who was it? Oh, yeah, the mustache. All right, so we'll take a look at him. And finish out this month of games. All right, so we end on a little bit of a losing streak. Unfortunately, we end up losing the series to the Mets and then the first game to the White Sox, of all teams. who will probably be my team for MLB The Show 25 when that comes out. But let's take a look at how the team is doing. Pitching, Michael Keane has settled in. He's no longer cold, but not pitching, honestly, much better than Mason Miller was, but still improving a little bit. Let's hope he turns it around. I mean, Mason Miller at one point had a 7 ERA, so he's by far better. But, you know, I'm looking for these 3 years right here where he's pitching in the 3s, in the 3 ERA range. Grayson Rodriguez is kind of figuring it out and progressing pretty well. +2 to walk per 9 would lead me to believe he's not walking as many batters. Yeah, only 36 through 105. It's not good, but striking out everyone, walking less batters, still giving up quite a few home runs, but his FIP is down. So I feel pretty good about that. And then Stuart Orr in a slump, giving up some hits. You know, not ideal, but he's still improving. Definitely expected, you know, another under 4 ERA year. Unfortunately not. And then Orozco, he's back on track. He's under 4 ERA, 1.3 whip. Good to see a young guy performing well. Unfortunately, he is only C potential, so he's probably close to being maxed out on like his overall. This is probably as good as he'll be. But I mean, if he can pitch a 3.5 ERA every year, I don't care if he's a 78 overall. Bullpen's looking pretty good. Winkler is disgusting. Holy hell. 35 innings, 24 strikeouts, 0.25 ERA, 0.74 whip. Between him and Bronson, like, if we can get to games with a lead, like, there's no shot that we give up. And then batting is probably pretty good. Really huge slump from Rosario this year. We might have to make a move, and I think we will. Let's do. Let's switch him and Soderstrom for now. Soderstrom does not have as much speed, but he still has good clutch rating. He's having a really good year. His on base is over 375. That's a good place to be. Lawrence Butler. Okay. Okay. We could move some things around to get Douglas Vaughn in the lineup if we really wanted to. He is hitting well, but I still would give the nod to someone with proven performance over the years. I mean, Rosario, this might be a career low for him. It is. He has not had a year this bad, so he might be in a little bit of a slump. We got to keep the faith. We'll keep him in the lineup for now, but of course, if he starts to slip, we'll try it. We have to move some things around. Verdugo needs to bat better, lead off. I mean, his on base is still over 300, but when you look at these previous years, like, you realize like what a slump he's actually in, and he's slumping very hard. Ooh, we might have to turn him over if he's gonna continue to perform this poorly. Maybe put Douglas Vaughn in. He doesn't know outfield, but Barger can play outfield. He doesn't have speed, though. Oh, no. We'll see. We'll see. And then let's take a look at our minor leaguers. Everyone doing pretty well. Okay. And our minor league lineups. Any standouts here? Colby Thomas, looking very good. He doesn't have speed either, so it's not like I can bring him up, but I really need some speed in the outfield. And maybe that's Mike Estrada. He is a center fielder. He's hitting 315, on base at 384. He's got a little bit of slug. I mean, he profiles as like the quintessential leadoff guy. Not very good defensively, but at least he does have some speed. And Mays is cold, but he is up to a 223 average. I mean, he's slugging 460, so it's like when he makes contact, of course he has power. I just don't know what to do with him. I really don't want to send him down to single A, but if you can't figure out how to make contact with the ball, I don't know really what else to do, except for leave him there. No other real standouts here at Double A. How are we looking for awards this year? So Jordan is actually in the running for MVP. I would love to knock Corey Seager off of his throne, as he has won it 2 years in a row, on his way to a third. Where's Jordan's home runs per 9? At bat per home run. So he's on pace for just as many home runs as last year, which was 44. So we're on pace for 44 again. Love to see that. Cy Young, Julio Urias is actually in the lead. Followed by, how is Grayson Rodriguez? Oh, because he has 127 strikeouts. That's why. Okay, that's one reason to give someone a Cy Young. But, I mean, a 253 average with 87 strikeouts from Julio Urias is pretty disgusting. And this is his last year. If we want him again, we'll have to pay him, so we might have to say goodbye to him. Batting title. Let's see, Jordan for the Hank Aaron. Jordan Silver Slugger DH. Soderstrom Silver Slugger catcher. That would be a first for him. Oh, yeah. He's on pace for a career high in home runs. Geloff Silver Slugger at second. He won last year and 2 out of the last 3 years. And then Jordan Walker. Okay. Yeah, Jordan Walker, maybe he's the answer to our outfield predicament here. I mean, he's batting 303, 399 on base, 525 slugging. And he does have speed. I think maybe we'll... It says he can't play center, but... Could really use that speed at center, but... We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm sure we'll turn it around. But that is the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed getting to see our up-and-coming minor leaguers. We are still in first in the division by a long way, and it is really encouraging that we came from the bottom and now we're here. I think it's safe to say at this point we should win the division. And I feel really good about that. So next episode we'll have the draft. I'm sure we'll see Jordan in the home run derby, and we'll get to see who our minor league and major league all-stars are. So exciting episode. We'll also have the trade deadline, although we don't really have any need for trades unless there's a starting pitcher up here that we can afford that looks good. But Kai Bush is the first one up here. I mean, he's having a pretty good year. God, the White Sox have started him every year. All right, well, we'll get to that next episode. Thank you so much for your time, for watching. If you're new, I would really appreciate a subscription. Or you can leave me a comment, let me know how I can improve my content in the future so that you may subscribe. But thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.